Everyone tells you it's just age, that after 60, a decline in energy, drive, and strength is inevitable. But what if age is only 20% of the problem? The truth is, there are 3 silent killers systematically draining your testosterone, and most men, and even their doctors, completely overlook them. In the next 20 minutes, we're not just going to expose these 3 culprits. We're going to give you a science-backed, actionable plan to fight back against each one, starting today. This is the definitive truth about male vitality after 60. Forget the confusing advice and the endless list of expensive supplements. If you try to fix your testosterone with diet and exercise alone, but ignore this one factor, you are building a skyscraper on a cracked foundation. It will never stand. This single culprit overrides your best efforts in the gym and at the dinner table. It's the hidden master switch for your entire hormonal system. And if you are feeling less sharp, sleeping worse, or struggling to maintain muscle mass, this switch is likely jammed in the off position. We are here to cut through the noise at Gentleman's Vitality. We provide actionable, science-backed information for men serious about taking control of their health. If you are ready to learn the one factor you can instantly control, the factor that is scientifically proven to crush your drive, then hit the subscribe button now. We deliver a new, expert-backed strategy every day. We have all been told the same lie, that the decline of testosterone is inevitable. It is often blamed on Leydig cell reduction in the testes or a natural drop in luteinizing hormone from the brain. While those biological shifts do happen, they are minor when compared to the tidal wave caused by the #1 culprit. What is that culprit? It's not necessarily what you eat. It's not necessarily how you lift. It is a biological response to the world around you, magnified tenfold as you age. Are you unknowingly sacrificing your vitality every single day to meet the demands of a modern life? We're about to find out exactly why your body is prioritizing survival over strength. This first step in reversing the slide starts with understanding why the conventional wisdom about aging is simply a myth. We must first remove the limiting belief that you are powerless against the clock. Once we debunk the age myth, the true enemy becomes crystal clear, and the solution becomes surprisingly simple. What does this scientific evidence actually show about men who maintain youthful hormone levels into their 70s? The answer is not luck. It is control. We must understand how the body manages stress, because that is where the secret to maintaining strong, healthy testosterone after 60 truly lies. The #1 factor that accelerates the decline of testosterone after 60 is unmanaged chronic stress, which floods your system with the hormone cortisol. Think of it like this. Your body has a hormonal budget, and testosterone and cortisol are competing for the same limited resources. Specifically, they compete for the same precursor molecule called pregnenolone. When your body senses consistent threats, whether it's a tight deadline, worrying about finances, or just getting stuck in traffic every day, it goes into survival mode. Survival mode requires a massive surge of cortisol, the fight-or-flight chemical. To manufacture that high volume of cortisol, your body's chemical factory literally steals the pregnenolone that was supposed to go toward making testosterone. This is known as the pregnenolone steal. Your body is making a trade, temporary survival over long-term strength. When you are 30, your body might have enough excess capacity to make both. But after 60, our systems are less resilient. Our factory is already running at lower efficiency, and the stress tax suddenly becomes a massive burden. So if you're exercising hard and eating healthy fats, you're providing the necessary ingredients. But if cortisol is high, the delivery trucks bypass the testosterone department entirely. The materials get rerouted to the stress hormone side of the factory. This constant hijacking is why the gym and the kitchen sometimes fail you. You must address the stress signal first. But what makes stress so different and so much worse after 60? It's two things. First, we lose hormonal resilience. Our ability to bounce back from stress slows down dramatically. A stressful meeting that a 40-year-old recovers from in an hour might take a 65-year-old half a day. Second, the tummy types of stress change. As younger men, we face acute stressors like big physical challenges. As senior men, we face chronic, low-grade simmering stress, health worries, lack of community, isolation, and constant exposure to negativity from the news cycle. This type of stress keeps the cortisol faucet dripping all day long. This low-grade, sustained anxiety is the ultimate testosterone killer. It keeps your body in an unending state of emergency. We need to shut that faucet off. The solution is not to eliminate all stress. That is impossible. The solution is to introduce simple, daily habits that signal safety to your nervous system. These signals tell your body that the emergency is over, allowing the factory to resume normal testosterone production. We call this the cortisol control protocol. It is a simple 3-step method to flip that hormonal switch back on. You can start the first step tomorrow morning. The cortisol control protocol starts the moment you wake up. Step 1 is the *Nimer* morning anchor, Nimer* morning. This 10-minute non-negotiable routine is designed to deliberately lower cortisol, setting a calm, regulated tone for the entire day. Remember, cortisol naturally peaks early in the morning, which is normal and helps you wake up. The problem is when external stressors immediately hijack this natural peak and push it too high, too fast. We want to buffer that spike. Your goal for the first 10 minutes of the day is absolute calm. Do not touch your phone. Do not check emails. Do not turn on the news. These activities inject immediate stress and urgency into your system. Instead, do this. First, drink 12 to 16 ounces of clean water. Dehydration is a stressor. Address it immediately. Second, get 10 to 15 minutes of direct morning sunlight, ideally outside. If you cannot go outside, stand near a window. This light exposure helps regulate your circadian rhythm, confirming to your body that the day has started. This simple light cue is a powerful signal that regulates your hormones for the next 24 hours, stabilizing your stress response. Third, perform 2 minutes of deep diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale slowly for 6. This activates the vagus nerve, which tells your nervous system you are safe. Starting your day with water, sunlight, and calm breathing fundamentally shifts your hormonal trajectory. Try this one thing for 5 days and note the difference in your energy levels. Step 2 is the asterisk nopt nops 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 nopt nops 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 nopt. The modern man spends hours locked in the same stressed posture, staring at a screen, focused intensely. This tunnel vision and mental effort keep cortisol high and steady. By mid-afternoon, most men feel a debilitating slump. This is often not a blood sugar crash, it's accumulated stress. The pattern interrupt is a crucial 5-minute escape. Twice a day, stand up completely. You must break the pattern. If you are inside, simply walk away from your workspace and look out a window at something distant. If possible, step outside. The key is to shift your focus from near vision to far vision. Looking at the horizon or at trees instantly calms the sympathetic nervous system. While standing, do 60 seconds of light movement. Maybe some neck rolls or arm circles. This releases muscle tension that traps stress. This tiny 5-minute break isn't laziness. It's essential maintenance. It prevents that constant cortisol drip from turning into a flood. Consistent breaks allow your body to cycle stress hormones naturally, instead of letting them stack up into the debilitating mid-afternoon fatigue. Are you making time for this mental reset, or are you just grinding through the fatigue? The interrupt is your tool to break the cycle. Step 3 of the cortisol control protocol is the asterisk evening wind down. This is arguably the most critical step because it directly affects the quality of your sleep, and testosterone production is highly dependent on deep, uninterrupted sleep cycles. If you go to bed with your mind still racing and your cortisol still elevated, your body cannot achieve the deep rest required for optimal hormone repair and creation. You must signal safety to your nervous system before bed. 2 hours before you intend to sleep, implement your digital sunset. Eliminate blue light screens, phones, tablets, and computers. Blue light suppresses melatonin production, which is the necessary hormone for sleep initiation. Instead, read a physical book, listen to calming music, or have a quiet conversation. This simple act tells your brain the day's emergency is officially over. Next, consider temperature. Your core body temperature needs to drop slightly to initiate and maintain quality sleep. A warm bath or shower about 90 minutes before bed can actually help. It raises your skin temperature, which encourages rapid heat loss from the core when you step out. Alternatively, ensure your bedroom is cool, ideally between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. A cooler environment is consistently linked to better deep sleep and better hormonal repair. Finally, think about magnesium. Magnesium is a vital mineral that helps relax muscles and quiet the nervous system. Many men over 60 are deficient. While we avoid specific dosing, talk to your doctor about incorporating a simple magnesium supplement, particularly glycinate or threonate, before bed. Remember, good sleep is non-negotiable for vitality. You can't out-train or out-eat a terrible night of sleep when it comes to hormonal health. Mastering your sleep environment and routine is the final, powerful defense against cortisol's impact on your testosterone. Now that we've addressed the master culprit, the stress hormone, we can talk about the support pillars that make the real difference. These are the lifestyle factors that, when combined with low cortisol, provide the raw materials and signals needed for a strong hormonal system. If you ignore the cortisol problem, none of these matter much. But if you handle the stress, these support pillars boost your results dramatically. The first pillar is movement. Most men think they need to exercise for health, but when it comes to hormones, we need to be specific. We need resistance training. Muscle is the engine of youth. When you resistance train, lifting weights, or using resistance bands, your muscle tissue becomes an endocrine organ. It releases growth factors and anti-inflammatory compounds that directly oppose the effects of chronic stress. This signaling is a powerful anti-aging mechanism. Focus on compound movements, squats, lunges, pushes, and pulls. These movements recruit the most muscle mass, creating the biggest hormonal signal. You don't need heavy weights. You need consistent effort. 2 to 3 sessions per week of focused, full-body resistance work will send the strongest positive signal to your system. Are you currently prioritizing strength training or just cardio? Shifting that focus is key. The second crucial pillar supporting healthy testosterone is targeted nutrition. This goes beyond just eating healthy. It means eating for hormonal architecture. Testosterone is synthesized primarily from cholesterol. Therefore, eliminating all healthy fats from your diet is counterproductive to hormonal health. Your body needs high-quality, saturated, and monounsaturated fats to manufacture and maintain healthy hormones. Focus on sources like avocados, olive oil, nuts, seeds, and quality animal protein. However, the bigger issue for men over 60 is metabolic function, specifically insulin resistance. This is where the domino effect begins. When your body is constantly dealing with high levels of refined carbohydrates and sugar, it develops insulin resistance. This forces the pancreas to pump out huge amounts of insulin. High insulin is a powerful hormonal disruptor. It promotes visceral fat storage around your middle, and this visceral fat is extremely dangerous to your testosterone levels. Visceral fat is not just inert storage. It is metabolically active and contains high levels of the aromatase enzyme. Aromatase's job is straightforward. It converts precious testosterone into estrogen. The more belly fat you carry, the more effectively your body destroys your available testosterone, turning it into the female hormone. This is a direct, vicious cycle. The solution is to manage blood sugar and reduce that visceral fat. This is where protein is your champion. Prioritizing protein, aiming for roughly 1 gram per pound of goal body weight, spread throughout the day, helps maintain muscle mass and promotes satiety, naturally reducing your reliance on processed carbohydrates. Protein is the hardest macronutrient for your body to convert to fat, making it your biggest ally against the aromatase enzyme. Also, be diligent about your micronutrients. 3 essential micronutrients are the cofactors, the spark plugs, required for testosterone production: zinc, vitamin D, and magnesium. We already discussed magnesium for sleep. Zinc is essential for the structure of the testosterone molecule itself. Good sources include oysters, red meat, and pumpkin seeds. Vitamin D, which is actually a hormone, plays a critical role in signaling the testes to produce testosterone. Many seniors are deficient, especially those with limited sun exposure. Talk to your doctor about testing your levels and, if needed, a strategic vitamin D supplement. You cannot build a hormone without the proper building blocks. We have now covered the 3 interconnected areas that you can control: stopping the cortisol steal, signaling growth through resistance training, and providing the correct materials through targeted nutrition. When you combine these three, you are addressing over 80% of the controllable factors influencing your vitality. Addressing these issues often raises common objections, particularly for men over 60. You might be thinking, "My knees hurt," or "I don't have time for all this complexity." Let's tackle those directly. First, the complexity objection. The cortisol control protocol, the most important part, is simple. It's 3 actions, each taking less than 15 minutes a day. The morning anchor, the midday interrupt, and the evening wind down. You are not adding hours to your routine. You are adding quality control to critical transition points. This is efficiency, not complexity. Second, the mobility and injury objection. If resistance training seems too risky, remember that resistance does not always mean barbells. It means challenging your muscles. Start with bodyweight exercises, modified squats using a sturdy chair for balance, or resistance bands. The goal is progressive overload, slowly increasing the challenge over time, not lifting maximum weight. Movement is medicine. Immobility is inflammation. Find a safe way to challenge your muscles 2 or 3 times a week, and your joints will actually feel better, supported by stronger surrounding musculature. Third, the genetics and inevitability objection. While genetics play a small role, most studies confirm that lifestyle and environmental factors are far more powerful than DNA when it comes to hormonal health in later life. If you have been living an average modern lifestyle, you have an enormous margin for improvement simply by implementing these controls. Do not allow a perceived lack of genetic luck to become an excuse for inaction. Remember the truth we established. It is not your age that is primarily killing your testosterone. It is the cumulative effect of unmanaged stress, poor movement signals, and nutritional deficits over decades. You are not a victim of time. You are the architect of your hormonal environment. The body is always seeking balance, and your actions are the inputs it uses to find that balance. We have revealed the #1 culprit, which is chronic cortisol, and provided the 3-step protocol to shut it down. We have shown how to provide the building materials through protein and key micronutrients. And we have explained why resistance training is a non-negotiable hormonal signal. It all comes back to consistent low-level effort applied to the highest leverage areas. That is how you master your health after 60. Now that you have the complete picture, the path forward is clear. It begins with the morning anchor tomorrow. So, what is the single most important action you can take right now to begin the reversal process? It is not ordering a supplement. It is not signing up for a gym membership. It is committing to the morning anchor. Start tomorrow by protecting the first 10 minutes of your day. Leave your phone outside the bedroom. Drink that water. Expose your eyes to sunlight. Do those 2 minutes of slow, deliberate breathing. This small, intentional act signals to your nervous system that you are in control, not in crisis. That signal is the first domino you must flip back up. It immediately reduces the cortisol stealing mechanism and lays the groundwork for better hormone production later that night. True vitality after 60 is defined by consistency, not intensity. It's about the daily habits that stack up over weeks and months. We've given you the roadmap to stop the hormonal drain and start the rebuilding process. It requires diligence, but the results, improved energy, better sleep, greater mental clarity, and restored drive, are worth the effort. If you found this scientific, actionable information valuable and want to continue mastering your health, make sure you subscribe to Gentleman's Vitality right now. We deliver these expert-backed strategies every day to help you cut through the confusion and live a stronger, healthier, and more vibrant life. Hit the like button to tell the algorithm you appreciate evidence-based advice, and click the bell so you never miss our next strategy. Don't let the clock dictate your future. Age is a number, but vitality is a choice you make, consistently, every single day. Take control now.